Silly me. Can't be it. Better try something else. I should be careful with my request. The file I need should concern a group of resistance fighters located in Ostertal. Silly me. Can't be it. Better try something else. Silly me. Can't be it. Better try something else. Silly me. Can't be it. Better try... Come on, Dana. It can't be that hard. You need to ask for a file about resistance networks in Ostertal.
So the subject is resistance. The topic is resistance, subject is networks, and country is Ostertal.
Right. Let's see.
There we go, so we've got it now. Beautiful. Let's check what it is. Right, prepare the mission. Right, Right, let's have a look.
Not this one either. No, doesn't make sense. Doesn't fit in with what Yunta said. Can't be that underground network. No, it can't be this underground network. The information doesn't tally with what Yunta said. Doesn't fit in with what Yunta said. Not this one either. No, it can't be this underground net. Can't be that underground network. No, doesn't make sense. Can't be that underground network. Not this one either.
Right, so it looks like we might have found it, guys.
Edelweiss? A coincidence. It must be a coincidence. The network leader's alias.
Come here now, my pretty Edelweiss.
Don't call me that, you know I don't like it.
It's true though. That's exactly where you are, my pretty Edelweiss.
If you keep that up, Leon Kobatis, I'll find you a nickname too.
Go on then.
All right. I'll call you my mountain artist from now on. Leon! He's alive. He's alive. He's alive! I need to... Oh, good grief. But how did he... Yunta! Yunta!
Fucking hell. She's happy.
So Leon made it from Baltayar. But how?
I have no idea, miss. All I know is that he survived for almost a year in the mountains before coming back to Ostertal to set up the Edelweiss resistance group.
Which made Dana accept the mission you told her about back then, right?
Of course, she was given extra training and was dropped near Vargan the following summer to carry it out. We'd better get going. It looks like the storm is coming.
You go first. I'll meet you at the tram station in a minute.
Of course. Take all the time you need.
A dead end. I'll have to go back. The Undertakers must have forgotten it. The Undertakers must have forgotten it. It seems so old. This place must be centuries old. Something's missing here.
Better try something else.
Impossible to get through. I'll have to find a way to go around it. It needs a key. But it doesn't look that strong, though. A dead end. I'll have to go back. Impossible to get through here. Better find another way. Impossible to get through here. Better find another way. I recognize some of the names here. Pretty interesting. But I should get back to what I was doing. The Undertakers must have forgotten it. dead end. I'll have to go back. Impossible to get through here. Better find another way. I have to find the path back to the entrance. I should be able to ask Oscar if need be, right? Oscar?
I do the thinking, she does the walking. Fine by me.
I have to find the path back to the entrance. I should be able to ask Oscar if need be, right? I need directions, Oscar!
All right, then.
I need help here!
What would she do without me?
I can't figure out where to go!
All right, all right.
It seems to have to do with the gates. Something's missing here.
Must have got it wrong. No. No, I don't think so. Wrong one.
I have to find the path back to the entrance. I should be able to ask Oscar if need be, right?
I was not conceived to perform this function, Kate Walker.
What the heck?
What is it, Kate Walker?
The gates, they just closed. Oh, there must be a mechanism to open them somewhere.
Right, so now after all that time, now we can use the mechanism or whatever.
Something's missing here.
Impossible.
I am sorry.
That doesn't work. No, I don't think so.
Oh, you're taking the fucking piss now. Now what am I supposed to do?
It seems to have to do with the gates. I need to find a way of breaking the padlock on the tool shed. Something
Right,
strong and
so in
resistant.
other...
We are in a cemetery, Kate Walker. You should be able to find a shovel or a pickaxe somewhere amid all these graves.
Yeah, we found an axe. I know where it is. It's over here. There we go. Now we can pick it up. Thank God for that.
Can you bring that pickaxe closer, Oscar?
Of course, Kate Walker.
So now we have to... So now we have the pickaxe. Now we need to find that shed again. It's down here, isn't it? Yeah, it's here. I've got it. So here we have the crank. That's obviously for the gate.
Looks like it's compatible with a bigger mechanism.
Should fit in a mechanism, so yeah, hopefully it'll fit in that one, the gate. Let's go. Well, that's that done. Return to the gate. Return to the guest house by tram with Junta. So there we go. We've done that.
You seem disappointed, Kate Walker.
About what?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but the fact that Dana Rose lost her baby and became sterile disproves your hypothesis that there can be a family link between you, doesn't it?
You're not wrong, Oscar, but I'm just stupidly over-optimistic. I wish I were like you, and not controlled by stupid emotions.
Nice of you to say, I guess.
Sorry, Oscar. That didn't come out so well. These ruins, they look like they're from the Middle Ages or something.
So, upsetting Discovery Trophy end, guys. We've got that night. That's done. Oh.
What about that mission Dana led with Leon's resistance network?
It didn't turn out well, Miss Walker. Actually, that's the reason I left London to be here.
Oh?
Yes, just a second, Miss Walker. Where did I put it? What with this blasted storm? It's all over the papers. Here, have a look for yourself.
Storm. Excavation work at Devil's Pass has been interrupted. An unexpected storm has obliged the Council to remove the bodies trapped in the ice since the Second World War, and to move them to the Silberspiegel Refuge. Those frozen bodies near the refuge. I heard about them just yesterday. Do you mean...
There has been no formal identification yet, Miss Walker.
But it's plausible that...
That Leon, at least, is among those bodies, yes.
What happened to Leon?
According to the testimonies I've obtained, Leon was killed on that mission the Foreign Office tasked Dana to lead. An avalanche, apparently. I am one of the few people still alive to be able to identify him, which is why I'm here. If it weren't for this bloody storm, it would have been done today.
Do you think Dana could be among the bodies?
I suppose it would be logical. It would explain why I never saw or heard of her again after the mission. Yet, according to some witnesses, Dana survived the war and indeed helped resistance fighters from Wagen until the liberation. But if those testimonies were true, then Dana vanished after the war.
What about the other bodies?
According to the medical examiner's office, in all, 3 bodies have been extracted from the ice. The one presumed to be Leon, and 2 others, a man and a woman not yet identified.
I see.
Try to stay positive, Miss Walker. Only a visual identification will allow us to be certain. We can go as soon as this storm's over, probably tomorrow or the day after.
Right.
Miss Walker, we've arrived. But you're not coming, are you? Well, Miss Walker, you might not be related to Dana, but you bloody well certainly remind me of her.
So, instead of waiting for the storm to pass and for the official identification of the bodies, I might add, that were trapped in the ice for 6 decades, you, and by extension me, are going to climb up the mountain so you can identify them yourself.
I know, Oscar, I know. But I've just got to be sure. Because if one of those bodies turns out to be Dana,
We'll have no more trains to chase?
looks like it's holding up, despite the storm. It looks like it's holding up, despite the storm. I don't think it's cold enough for fuel to freeze, but maybe someone should store it inside, just in case.
Are you sure you want to stay under the storm to see the bodies, Kate Walker? They'll still be here tomorrow, you know.
Maybe, Oscar, but I can't wait. I've just got to know now. The mechanism is blocking it. Darn it, of course I need a coin again.
Kate Walker, are you...
No.
What's this?
Oh, it's the frozen bodies from the Devil's Pass. The forensic team had to bring them up here because of the blizzard. But their generator shut off. I'm concerned it could damage the bodies.
Where's Demoiselle Lenny?
Oh, in her room, resting. She collapsed right after the forensic team left for Wagen.
Jeez, what happened?
I'm pretty sure it has to do with the bodies. I mean, she was staring down in that direction for, well, all the time. And then, when they brought them up from the Devil's Pass, it was like she had seen a ghost or something. It was almost
As if she knew the departed.
What?
Is someone taking care of her?
Oh yes, don't worry. She's with that hermit who brings her wood and provisions sometimes.
Okay, in that case, you go back inside. I'll take care of the generator.
Are you sure?
Positive, just go. Go on. I need to check something in the tent anyway.
course. Must have got it wrong.
It won't work.
Nothing. Speak to me, Oscar.
This button must have turned on the generator, Kate Walker. But you still need to use the starter.
Okay. Thanks, Oscar. The gas tank's empty. I better find some fuel so I can turn on the generator.
Didn't you come across a jerry can earlier? Better go check it out.
Yes. Thanks, Oscar.
Brrr. That bloody storm. The bodies are in that tent, outside.
They must have carried Demoiselle Lenny to her room after she collapsed. Looks like I can change its shape. They must have carried Demoiselle Lenny to her room after she collapsed. Photo of Leon on a ship. Must have been taken during his return from Baltayar. But I still can't figure out how he survived the winter while he was on the run over there. Lenny also had that newspaper clipping about Leon. Looks like the old girl's built a veritable shrine to him. Another one of those cigars. Demoiselle Lenny had tea with someone. Maybe with that alpinist guy. There's something truly odd going on with Demoiselle Lenny. I really ought to have a little chat with her. But before, the bodies. They're all that count right now. Look, Oscar! A distant cousin!
What are you talking about, Kate Walker? And why are you laughing?
Too small for a door.
Oscar! The bodies must be over there!
It's too dark, Kate Walker. We should find a way to light up the tent.
Lenny's left her lookout post. Really surprising with this blizzard.
Are you sure you want to stay under the storm to see the bodies, Kate Walker? They'll still be here tomorrow, you know.
Maybe, Oscar, but I can't wait. I've just got to know now.
Empty. Wrong one. Too heavy. I need something lighter so I can carry it to the generator. Looks like this one's full. I should fill up the generator first. I'll come back later. Must be to crank up the generator. Oh, dry biscuits. Wonder how long they've been there. Oh, dry biscuits. Wonder how long they've been there. Be something missing here.
Impossible.
Don't even think about it, Kate Walker.
Better try something else.
There must be something missing here. Got the tank all filled. Now I just need to start the generator. Looks like the rescuers left in a hurry after they moved the bodies here. Must have been surprised by the blizzard. Forensics Institute of Vago.
Sorry about this, guys. I don't know why my microphone keeps going off. Does me head in. Should be back on now. Right, let's try again. So this is a coroner report for Leon Kabatis, white man around 30, for her, body in an exceptional state of preservation after being trapped in ice for many decades, probably died in an avalanche in the mid-1940s. Everything indicates that this is the body of an alpinist and resistance fighter Leon Kabatis, reported missing during a delicate exfiltration operation. His identity should be confirmed by further analysis and a visual identification expected to take place soon.
Leon. It's as if he died yesterday. Like in those stories where people are found perfectly preserved in ice for decades after being carried away by an avalanche. Hard to believe he's been dead for over 60 years. That's quite amazing. And grim at the same time. An unidentified blonde woman in her 40s. That can't be Dana.
So this is coroner report Jane Doe, white female, blonde hair with blue eyes, between 40 and 50 years of age. Due to lack of evidence, her identity is impossible to determine with certitude. However, given the presumed identity of the two other bodies found in the ice, there is every reason to believe that this person participated in the resistance operation that was probably swept away by an avalanche in the mid-1940s.
That's not Dana in this body bag.
So, coroner's report, Harold Exner, let's read this. White man, brown hair, about 50 years of age. There is every reason to believe that this is the body of Harold Exner. Exner was to be exfiltrated by Leon Kabatis, whose remains are also thought to be among the frozen bodies. During a resistance operation, the party was probably swept away by an avalanche in the mid-1940s. So no Dana Rose here yet.
That's it, Oscar. Dana's body is not among those found with Leon's. Oh, what a relief.
Now that that's cleared up, Kate Walker, maybe we should take shelter within somewhat more solid premises.
Right. We should go and check on Demoiselle Lenny in the refuge. I have a lot of new questions for her.
Well done with the generator. Brrr. That bloody storm. Demoiselle Lenny is resting upstairs. Well done with the generator.
Hello? Sir?
Are you sure you want to follow that individual?
What the fuck was that?
I don't think he looked threatening. Rather the opposite, Oscar.
Who the fuck is it? Look like a monkey. What the fuck? Look like a monkey. Weird. Did it look like a monkey? I'm not joking.
It's locked. It's locked. Sir? Are you there?
What the fuck? What's going on? The fuck was that? Sure, it looked like a fucking monkey or something. Turn up the light. Let's have a look.
What have we got here?
Ah! Right, I think I know what it is. It's that monkey again. With that guy's tried to save it. Why is it dressed like a human? Right, I think I know what's happened. I mean, that guy, is he called Lee? I think he's Leon. I think it might be Leon, I can't remember now. He killed the guy who was in charge of because they tried to captivate, well, they captivated this golem or whatever it's called, whatever they call it, but yeah. And I think I think what happened was he met up with a monkey again or whatever it fucking is. And they must have been friends and they must have carried on these, I don't know. It's a weird one, but yeah. So he is harmless. So we've got some research stuff. What's this here? So, Among Us. So yeah, it might be right that, I'm not too sure. Oh, it is, it's the monkey.
It looks like Leon.
It's there behind us!
It reminds me of that other portrait of him that he described in his letter from Baltayar. The one made by the...
What? What the... So it is, I was right. What the fuck? Yeah, it is.
The golem.
No, not Dana. She's old, like me.
I'm Kate. Kate Walker.
Kate Walker.
Yes. And you're the one that Leon saved during the Origin expedition a long time ago, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so I was right, yeah. There you go.
From Baltayar. Well, you've come a long way, Mr.
Ludwig Hardtack.
He's got it from the biscuits.
Well, Mr. Ludwig, if you don't mind my asking, what happened when you and Leon returned to Ostertal to join the resistance fighters? And how did you meet Dana?
Fucking hell.
Leon, my brother.
These drawings, they're moments from your life, aren't they?
Leon's his brother.
Looks like a river. And that little figure looks wounded. Is that you when you met Leon and the scientist from the Origin expedition?
Yes.
That person in the middle of the others was in the other paintings. That's Leon, isn't it?
Yes. Leo.
That group. Is it your tribe, Mr. Ludwig?
Yeah.
So you all live together in a cave in Baltayar?
Yeah.
Right. So you and your tribe took Leon in after the death of Reinhard Berger in 1937. That's how he was able to survive the winter in the mountains. Then you went with Leon Hagen to join the resistance fighters?
Mm-hmm.
These combat scenes, are they of the liberation of Wagen?
Before, during resistance.
The blonde girl with you and Leon can't be Lenny, right?
Yes. Lenny, my sister.
I knew Lenny was a resistance fighter, but she never told me she fought alongside Leon, let alone you. She even went as far as saying that she never saw Leon again after 1937, when they all met at the refuge with Dana. Why would she hide something so important?
Time to check on Lenny. Come, Kate Walker.
The sketchbook. I think it was Leon's.
So this is Leon's drawing book. 1937 expeditions. Expeditions before 1937, 1 out of 2. Expeditions before 1937, 2 out of 2. That summer at the refuge, summer 1937. The mountain refuge, 1937. Samples from Osterthal's mountains. The group makes progress. The origin expedition, autumn 1937. If only my hand could write what holds my heart. Baltiar. Living among the Gorans. Winter 1938, 1 out of 2. Living among the Gorans, winter 1938, 2 out of 2. The clandestine return to Wagen, 1939. Wagen during the occupation, 1 out of 2. Wagen during the occupation, 2 out of 2. The Edelweiss Network, 1 out of 2. The Edelweiss Network, 2 out of 2. Last night I had the most beautiful dream. Portrait of Leon by the Goran. And that's it. So here we've got an old spool of wire.
Detonating wire, just like in the old movies.
So it's just detonating wire, guys. So this is all propaganda posters, the super resistant. The super resistant does not exist. This is the real enemy. That's it. So we just got a trophy there, the super resistant trophy earned. So the mountain murderer. Have you seen this terrorist? 10,000 marks. Reward for information leading to the capture, dead or alive, of one Ludwig Hardtack, better known as the Mountain Murderer. The Mountain Murderer? Wanted for murder, dead or alive, he is part of the worst band of rogues Wagen has ever known. Jeez.
These must be plans for secret operations. Must have been some kind of a headquarters here. Maybe for local resistance fighters such as Leon and his group. This symbol looks like a warning. Some kind of map. Looks like the Devil Pass to me. Could all those marks indicate where the Gorons searched for Leon's body? It's locked.
Ah, Fräulein. I knew you would be back eventually. Judging by your face, you and Ludwig already met.
We have. And it raised a lot of questions about you. About what you said to me the first time we met, and about what you didn't say.
Of course. You can run from your past, but never truly escape it. But you already know that. Don't you, Fräulein?
You've been lying by omission all along, Demoiselle Lenny. About Leon's death, about fighting in the resistance with him, about about Mr. Ludwig, and I want to know why.
Because it would have only begged questions. Questions which lead to events that I've never spoken about to anyone. Not even to you, dear Ludwig. Still, I suppose it doesn't matter now. Perhaps it's time I confess my crime.
What are you talking about?
It was the best years of my life. Joining the resistance, unlike my coward old father. Fighting alongside Leon after he miraculously got AR with Ludwig. It gave me purpose.
Let me guess, you killed him.
Leon was a terrific leader. I could feel he was finally taking me seriously, especially with Dana being missing. I knew he was still in love. After all, didn't he cross the globe to rescue her? But we all thought he arrived too late. That Dana had died with her parents during the pogroms. So, I believed his mourning would eventually come to an end. And that's when Dana fell from the sky, literally.
Dana was sent by London, right? To oversee that operation led by your resistance network? The exfiltration of a civilian to Switzerland, if I recall correctly.
Indeed. But Leon never told us that Dana was involved. Maybe he was afraid to believe it himself. them, Fräulein. It was as if they had never left each other.
Do you know if Dana ever mentioned a child?
Maybe they were planning to have one in Baltaya. Who knows?
In Baltayar?
Yes, that's all they ever talked about. How they were going to live over there after the war, along with Ludwig and his tribe. But it was to be just another broken dream.
Right. I should call London now. My radio's downstairs. Herr Gustav housed me here when I worked at the refuge. I have so many fond memories with Leon here. When I left for London with Junta, I never thought I'd see the place again, let alone be here again with Leon. One of Leon's paintings. He did one of me posing on the terrace that summer when we met. He even gave me the painting so I would think of him when he was in Baltaya. I expect it got destroyed by the Brown Shadow when they pillaged Papa's gallery. Leon's drawing book. I recognize the mountains of Wagen in these drawings. Leon must have drawn them during his expeditions in the region. These drawings date from the summer we met, when I worked here. These landscapes don't look like they're from the Wagen region. Leon must have done these drawings when he was in Baltaya with the Origin expedition. This is a drawing of the Gorons. the Goron's lair. Lenny's old room. I should stay away. Personal effects in a heap. Can't be a good sign.
So it looks like we've got a note on the table here, guys. So it looks like Right, so here we go. The note made it back from Wagen despite the brain shadows tightening of the curfew. The hardest part was telling Franz's parents their son had been killed in the last operation. The father was especially cut up when I told him he couldn't recover his son's body. I tried to explain that hardtack buries all of our fallen in the eternal snow, like in a frozen cemetery, so they become at one with the mountain and rest in peace beside the fallen brothers in arms, where there's no risk of the brain shadow ever finding them and desecrating their graves. Anyway, even though they knew of the risks, it didn't make it any easier for them to accept his death. Tried to reason with the father, and he finally resigned himself to just asking for Franz's effects. I don't see why we would refuse, but I've never been asked this before. So what do you think? Do you think Leon would mind?
What a mess. Herr Gustav must have turned Junta's dark room into a storeroom after she left. So Junta never did come back to retrieve it? Not surprising, really, I suppose, given the fact that World War broke out. Herr Gustav's old radio. I remember we spent many an evening listening to serials when I worked here that summer. This is the transmitter Herr Gustav told me he'd cobbled together to compensate for the wave disturbance caused by the mountains. Should be able to use it for my own radio to contact London.
So this is a Vorarlberg antenna.
Once this antenna is connected, there must be a way to open it. There must be something else I can plug into it.
So it's collapsible and easy to carry, and it includes a series of connections.
There must be something else I can plug into it. Once this antenna is connected, there must be a way to open it. Junta's stash. I doubt I'll find anything of use there to amplify the radio signal. Judging by these installations, Leon's network seems particularly well organized. Pity the same can't be said for all the resistance networks the Foreign Office deals with. If this propaganda against the resistance fighters is anything to go by, the Brown Shadow must be pretty desperate.
So this is a propaganda posters, resistance, and other terrorist sabotage perpetrated by the White Army.
Looks like the Goron must be a nightmare for the Brown Shadow. He must be the super resistant I heard so much about in London.
Another one, propaganda posters, the super resistant. Have you seen this man?
The refuge. The place where it all began between me and Leon. The Allies are unable to send enough supplies to the resistance fighters for them to completely let go of their good old-fashioned methods. Shouldn't think the Brown Shadow appreciate Leon and his group throwing their own grenades at them. An arms stash. Since the departure of Herr Gustav, resistance fighters have been using this place as an outpost.
So here we have the map of the Alps.
Switzerland. The package will be safe over there.
So the arrival in Switzerland.
We'll need to cross Devil's Pass with the package in order to reach Switzerland. They say it's not the most daunting pass, but still, you need to be escorted by a professional alpinist.
So Devil's passed across.
The refuge. It'll be the departure point for our expedition into Switzerland tomorrow.
So arrival into Switzerland, Devil's passed across, and departure from the refuge.
Did the brown shadow force him? This part of the radio is used to receive messages. I need my documents so I can find the right setting. They're in a side pocket of my bag. This part of the radio is used to receive messages. This part of the radio is used to transmit messages. I need my documents so I can find the right setting. They're in a side pocket of my bag. I need my documents so I can find the right setting. They're in a side pocket of my bag. Empty.
So here we have a radio note, guys. So top secret, please follow the procedure below to contact your liaison officer. Number 1, to obtain the safety frequency, decipher the contact code below. Please see the attached appendix. 2.11.1.12.121.21. Number 2, set the resulting safety frequencies on the receiver part of your device. Number 3, your liaison officer will then communicate on the receiver part of your device a new transmission frequency to decipher. Set this new transmission frequency on the sender part of your device. Use the handset of your device to reach your liaison officer. So here we've got the radio appendix. So top secret, in order to send a message using the radio, please use the correspondence table below. The recipient of the letter will receive their code at the frequency established by the contact code. Code frequency KHZ. Code frequency KHZ. So seek 6, Bath 76, Fur 61, Read 77, Lead 62, Life 79, Weft 65, Fate 8, Tears 67, Fail 82, Barn 69, Peak 84, Leaf 71, Steel 88, Bark 73, and Corn 9. And here is the radio codes, guys. So a document establishing a correspondence between the Latin alphabet and Morse code.
The strange antenna I found seems to fit on my radio. The strange antenna I found seems to fit on my radio. Judging by these installations, Leon's network seems particularly well organized. Pity the same can't be said for all the resistance networks the Foreign Office deals with. Best not go too far. There's a storm brewing. Darn it. I hope it doesn't break until we're through Devil's Pass in the morning. Is everything all right, Herr Exner? You seem a little upset. If it's about your exfiltration tomorrow, I can assure you there's nothing to be worried about. Leon is the best for...
I couldn't care less about tomorrow.
So what is it then?
It's my wife, Andrea. It's like I said to your goons there. I can't leave without her.
Your wife? I'm sorry, Herr Exner, but we have no orders regarding...
I don't care about your orders. I'm not leaving without Andrea. Do you hear me? I won't. You think I'm a bastard, don't you? A selfish bastard ready to risk people's lives to recover the woman he loves. That's what you all think, isn't it?
Up to now, you haven't exactly shown us your best side, have you? If you had, we might have had a better opinion of you.
I take full responsibility for my actions, and I expect no pity in return. But would a little understanding be too much to ask? I mean, what would you do in my shoes? What would you do if they asked you to abandon that alpinist you seem to be so fond of for the common good, eh? Because that's what you're asking me to do with Andrea.
If I were in your shoes, I would put the common good first, even if I had to make a tough choice.
Oh, of course you would.
We'll talk later, Dana.
Lenny!
What do you want?
It's amazing how you've grown. How have you been since last time?
Fine, I guess.
It's quite incredible when I think of you and Leon fighting alongside someone who comes from so far away.
Yeah. After Leon saved him during the expedition in Baltayar, Mr. Ludwig's tribe took him in during the winter months. They became inseparable, like brothers. So much so that Mr. Ludwig insisted on coming back here with Leon. Now he's our most ferocious fighter, the terror of the Brown Shadow.
I found out that the refuge was closed down by the Brown Shadow a few years ago. Turns out your network did the best of it. But what about Herr Gustav? Is he...
Dead? No, he's not dead. Although, for me, he might just as well be.
See you later, Lenny. What is it?
Do you remember when you worked for my old man, and you caught me playing with Junta's equipment?
Rings a bell, yes.
Why? Why did you tell her about it, when you promised you wouldn't?
Oh,
You said we were friends. Well, it got me into a whole load of trouble, you know? I was just a bored kid messing about.
I understand it can't have been nice for you, Lenny, but it didn't seem right to lie to Junta when she brought it up.
So you can denounce a friend, to right a wrong then? Is that what you're saying?
I suppose so. But all that was in the past, Lenny. Kid stuff. What's the point of digging it up now, especially with everything that's going on nowadays?
If you say so.
See you later, all right?
You should go, Dana. Everyone is counting on you. Aren't you supposed to call London?
I'd like to be alone if you don't mind. I'll just wait here for a while longer. I'd like to be alone if you don't mind.
We'll have to cross that tomorrow. It's daunting. Not because of the crossing, though. Leon knows it like the back of his hand. No, because of what will happen between us afterwards. I know I'll have to face the fact that London won't let me stay with him once we've escorted the civilian into Switzerland. And Leon would never accept to leave his men and follow me to London as long as the war's still raging. Once again, everything seems to be against us. But at least I've seen him. At least I know he still loves me. And we'll have plenty of time to catch up when we'll leave for Baltea after the war. So, best not dwell. I'll have all day tomorrow to feel sorry for myself.
Have you called London yet? We'll talk later, Dana.
I read Leon's network uses the old caves over there to escape from the Brown Shadow. That's smart. Sky's darkening. Doesn't bode well. Let's just hope it'll clear up by the morning. Devil's Pass. Once we've crossed it, getting into Switzerland shouldn't be a problem. May I? True brothers and sisters in arms. You can sense that the three of them stand together as one. The Gorun described Leon as his brother. They must have shared lots of adventures together since Leon saved him from the clutches of Herberger. Lenny and the Gorun seem close. It's nice that she's found a friend. Not that Herr Gustav lacked affection for her, but she spent too much time alone in that refuge. Your drawings are beautiful.
For you, Dana Rose.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Ludwig. It's almost as if you were there with us that night.
Leon told me.
Did he speak about me?
All the time.
I should go now. Talk to you later, Mr. Ludwig. Oh, it looks like Leon and me in this drawing. The Gorun must have drawn it from Leon's accounts of us.
Well, everyone seems all right, more or less. I should get back to the radio now.
There must be something else I can plug into it. There must be something else I can plug into it. Maybe Herr Gustav's homemade radio is still around here somewhere. Maybe Herr Gustav's homemade radio is still around here somewhere. Better try another one. That should boost the signal. Perfect. The signal isn't strong enough. I need to find a way of amplifying it. The signal is strong enough to reach London now. I need to adjust the frequency settings properly to contact London. The instructions to find out the reception frequency are in one of the documents that the Foreign Office provided. Then, I need to copy it to my radio receiver. I need to adjust the frequency settings properly to contact London. London, come in. London? Do you read me? Over. We've made contact. Package safe and sound. I repeat, we've made contact. Package...
Out of the question! I'm not moving from here without her!
London, please wait a moment. Over. What's going on?
You tell London I'm not leaving without my wife.
Herr X, now listen,
No, you listen. Andrea is my closest collaborator. With regard to the Allied war effort, she is just as important as me. She is in Wagen as I speak, hiding at some friend's place under a false identity. You must bring her here and smuggle her into Switzerland with me.
There's no way we're going back to Wagen. Brown Shadow troops have overrun the entire town. We can't risk delaying our departure.
A storm coming. Danger.
I'm not moving from here without her.
London, did you hear that? Roger that. Over and out. They say we can't allow Frau Exner to be captured and risk her letting the cat out of the bag.
What are you waiting for, then? Send someone to fetch her.
Hang on. You're not asking me to...
Sorry, Lenny, we haven't got a choice. Ludwig can't go about in public in Wagen, and I have to prepare everything to get them through Devil's Pass tomorrow. You're the only one I trust enough to...
Why can't she go?
Lenny's right. I'm not known to the Brown Shadow. I can sneak into Wagen incognito this evening and be back in time for...
Out of the question. That's not your mission here. And besides, it's too dangerous.
Leon!
All right, then. I'll go.
Lenny, wait!
Leon's reaction and his unconditional love for Dana drove me mad with rage. So I decided to take my revenge by making a detour. It was a detour I would regret for the rest of my life.
What did you do?
I made a deal with the devil. No one was supposed to have gotten hurt, I promise. I promise, Fräulein. I just didn't want Leon to leave me forever. To leave with her. But it was a fool's bargain, as I should have known from the beginning.
Leave immediately, before the mountain becomes impassable!
Don't through the pass in this weather? Are you mad?
We have no choice, Lenny! It's that or fall into the hands of the Brown Shadow! And we both know what that means! We ought to stay, to buy Leon as much time as we can!
Leon,
She's right, Lenny! Now go! Go! Come! Yana!
No! Don't make this harder than it is!
Yana!
I love you, Leon.
I love you too, Dana, more than anything in the world. Come on, let's go!
Ironic, isn't it? But the worst was yet to come. Who knows how long we fought? Enough for Leon to lead the civilians to the foot of Devil's Pass. Ludwig has been searching for Leon's remains since then. But it took the thaw due to global warming to uncover the bodies. And with them, my crime. Precisely when you decided to show up, Fraulein.
Lenny.
Dear Ludwig, can you ever...
Mr. Ludwig, please.
Don't, Fräulein. I deserve this. Let's get this over with, Fräulein. Let me tell you about the last time I ever saw Dana, and then I'll be done.
Okay, I'm listening.
It was a year after Leon died, just after the liberation of Vagen.
The little Vageran scourge. Still clinging on like fleas on a rat, I see. Oh, I was so disappointed I didn't bump into you when we sacked your parents' house. Before we threw them in the Dombra River.
I just wanted you to know I'll be thinking of you when you swing from a rope.
Run, Rabbit! Run! 'Cause we'll soon be back to finish off scum like you!
Herr Sauer?
Oh, Fräulein Dana.
What are you doing here?
Well, unlike my former colleagues of the Origin expedition, I refused to be hired by the Allies. So, by the same chalk, I turned down immunity.
Why would you do that?
Well, all I've ever wanted to do in life is to carry out my anthropological research. But if there's one thing I learned in Baltaya, it's that it can't be done by serving the designs of this or that superpower, not even momentarily. I've had enough judged for accepting to be fired.